Accra is listening to music. Ghana is listening to music. Africa is listening to Oliv Radio, truly with the voice of the soul.
It is the 24th day of the month of December 2018. Yes, tomorrow is Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to every listener of Oliv Radio and every viewer of Oliv TV. We are indeed grateful to the Most High God for making it possible for us to see this festive season. Yes, we are back live on your airwaves. We are doing this from now to the hour of 1 p.m. My name is Mr. Hashtag, the man on point, and of course I'll be doing this with Danny 12. Alright, so I've been telling you for like 2 weeks or more now that we'll be having a very wonderful personality in the studios. As I speak to you now, he's sitting right in front of me in the Code Studios. In fact, I've been having a lot of comments on social media, both WhatsApp and Facebook. Yeah, is he really gonna come? Is he really gonna come? Are you sure? But hey, the good news is that the big man is right here in the studios. I don't know how to address him, but still I'm gonna address him. He goes by the name Referee Daniel Laryea. Referee Daniel Ni Ayi Laryea, yes. I believe growing up you watched people officiate matches, and in this part of our world we know what happens to people when especially referees, when decisions don't go in favor of the supporters. You understand? The kind of attacks they get. So what actually motivated you to enter into referee in the first place?
Yeah, actually I never want to be a referee.
But you are now a referee.
I had not dreamed of being a referee because I know what happens on the field of play, because most of the referees normally come to the house and see them when I was young. But then I wanted to play football. But the main thing why I joined the referee is because I think I've been going for their training sessions on Saturdays with my uncles, and they have a lot of activities. If I say activities, football, they play games among themselves, and it's so lovely. It's so lovely. And the funny thing is, after their session, they will just say all non-referees should leave them so that they can have
their own private.
And I'm like, no, I want to join these people.
So you want to see what goes on behind?
Exactly.
Okay,
because normally I keep goals for them when they are playing with other groups from various places, and after that's all. So I told my uncles that I want to join. I want to be part of them to have the fun. But then all they say is, hey, you are still little, you are still young, you must finish high school before. I said, no, this is not possible. So I just went to one old man in Esiodro, Koko. So I told him, and he's like, no, you can join. Even if you are not doing games, you can join us as a member. So he wrote an application for me. Then I sent it. Actually, I was enrolled as a potential referee. And
so that means you need to be enrolled as a potential referee before becoming a referee?
Yeah, you need to apply. Then you become a potential, so you start classes, then you write your exams, you pass your exams, then they enroll you as a class 3 referee.
Okay, so it's not that you just pick a whistle and then go start establishing.
No, it's being a referee. Over the years I have learned it comes with a lot. Both personal and spiritual and physical, everything to be a referee. So a lot goes in.
So at what point in time did you actually gain the requested or the requirement to be an official referee?
Like I was saying, I had not dreamt of being on the field, but then
so after the man had written, after you have been asked to be for the beginner, at what time did you get a nod to now officiate the match?
We started classes. I passed. I became a class 3 referee, and they just asked me, you have a match, a course match.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I have my things, and I went to the game. So the first time I did the game, I was an assistant referee.
Okay.
I was feeling good. I think I like this thing. So why not? I should continue. So that is why I started refereeing.
Okay, so that motivated
on the field,
you?
yes.
Okay.
On the field, that is the motivation I had.
So you started as an assistant referee?
Yes.
Okay.
For the lower division, that's cool.
Okay. So did they get you the kits, or you bought them yourself?
You buy them.
The whistle, the cards, the watches, everything.
Everything. You see, you start as an association.
Okay.
You join an association as referee. So rising through the ranks, you can be whatever you want to be in referee. But for anything, you need to buy them.
Okay.
Maybe when you join the higher league, they can supply you with uniforms and other things, but you need to buy everything.
Now, what's the feeling being at the World Cup as a referee? If you get opportunity to be in the World Cup, be it a linesman, a center referee, a match commissioner, how's the feeling like? Knowing that the whole world is watching you.
It's great. Every referee in the world would like to be at the World Cup, and it doesn't come easy. So when you get there, it's a great feeling. You meet new things. You are going to meet new terrain. It's a new system altogether. So it's a great feeling being a World Cup referee.
Okay. Referees don't have the benefit of replay until recently that a VAR is being introduced, but it's not gotten to this part of our world. How do you make a decision in a split second? Because something happens and you don't have the benefit of the replay. You need to make a decision. It's either going to favor one side or go against one side, but you still have to make that decision.
Yeah, that's the difficult aspect of refereeing. Sometimes the decision we take on the field of play, I tell you, 70% is by luck.
Wow. 70%?
Even, yes, even you see an incident, you have to analyze it, you see. And
But
analyze
you have your linesmen to also
But
consult.
remember, you have seconds, less than 2 seconds to take a decision. So any decision you take, it must go well with the players, the officials, and the spectators. At the end of the day, when they don't agree with you, whether it's in the law book or not, you've had a bad game. When they don't agree with you.
Yeah, because the supporter coming to the field has no law book.
Yeah.
He's just coming to watch. He wants everything to go in the favor of his team. So, especially last season, the match with Kotoko and Accra Sekoka at the stadium, that famous Samosuka incident, I was in the stands. And immediately the ball was played and it hit the player. Everybody was like, penalty! You understand? And the Kotoko players were like, it's not a penalty. And it became a banter here and there, but the referee had to make a decision at that point in time.
That's the duty of the referee. So when you make the decision, you must stand by your decision. You must have everything in the law book backing you. But remember, the ball, wherever the ball touch, the particular place the ball touch, if they ask you to point that place, you will not know. That is it.
Wow.
So you have to freeze everything in your head. Take a split decision of which you hope it will go well with the game.
Okay.
The law book says it's the part that it has the spirit of the game. No matter what you do, the referee, you must respect the spirit of the game. It tells you to put the law aside and have the spirit of the game going.
Okay.
So any decision you take that is good for the game, why not? It's good to take it.
Okay. So have you ever gone to the field of play with results in your pocket before? Because we were hearing this, referees go to the field of play with results in their pocket. They know this team is going to win 2-0 or 3-0 and a bet or cry a share. Have you ever done that before?
You know, this kind of saying sometimes has been there for the past decades. People say it, but me refereeing, my experience I have, I don't know if I can keep a result in my pocket. Because I'm even thinking of the way to run, the way to blow my whistle. It's not easy to have results in. Can you kick the ball into the... No, it's not easy. That's what I'm saying. Even
but the supporter will think you've made up your mind.
Because that is the mentality the supporters have, you see, about the refereeing thing. And I think it's hard time they need to give those old mentality out so that they check the upcoming ones because they have something good. But if you have bad mentality, I think that's where you think any decision that is a mistake, it's a problem. Maybe he's having something, but I don't think so.
Okay. Have you ever made a mistake in an incident where you want to flash the yellow card, then mistakenly you pulled out the red card?
Exactly, I've done that, even in Champions League game.
And
I will say.
And how do you correct such a mistake?
You need to correct. That's what I'm saying. If you have a good personality, you have control of your game, you should be able to change decision. Until you restart the play, you can change your decision.
Okay.
And changing decision, it doesn't come easy because you know you did the wrong thing and coming back. Sometimes you feel awkward on the field of play, but changing decision comes with personality and the courage. You need to have that courage to change your decision. If it goes well for the game.
Okay. Okay, play say I mean rush can one two
That's what I'm saying. You need to have control from the kickoff to you finish your match. You need to get control, and it is personality. The referee must show a lot of personality, and it's something that as a referee you must learn. We are not born to be referees, but at least you must have some kind of personality that tells the player, okay, you know what you are doing. The players, the way, when you start the game, the way you, the referee, if they think this referee is soft, they will always complain. They will always try to challenge your decision. So referee must have a lot of personality.
Okay. Alright, so on Oliv Radio, this is Oliv Sports, and wonderful interaction there. I'm interacting with referee Daniel Lai, one of Ghana's best referees. Yes, I can boldly say. One of Ghana's best referees. Yes, recovery is number one. Yes, Marco Pep, numero uno. Yes. Alright, so referee Daniel Lai, I would like to ask, aside refereeing, what else, but for refereeing, what would you have been doing if not for refereeing?
Actually, my whole life I think schooling because after I finished my high school, I started accounting in the University of Ghana. I finished, did my national service and started another course again at the University of Education, Winneba, physical education. Actually, I want to stay in the medicine field.
Okay.
To be an exercise physiologist or maybe a physiotherapy or something in the science field. So this is what I'm working on.
Okay. Now before the start of every league season, we hear referees have to go for training and for the number of referees to be selected. Fitness tests, some fail. I wonder, how do you require more to be able to pass the fitness test?
You require a lot. You need to do a lot. Before you can pass a fitness test, I think you need to set up 3 months for yourself training.
You get the best one.
Yes. So if you run, you need to make a particular time.
Okay.
Like the new fitness test for World Cup referees, you need to do 15 seconds to cover 75 meters. And walk 15 seconds to cover. Exactly. So it doesn't come easy. Maybe on the day of fitness test there might be sickness, there might be weather condition,
or
fatigue, you see.
Okay.
So you need a whole lot.
Alright, it's not easy.
Never easy.
Now one thing that I also experience whenever I go to the stadium is that a whole lot of noise coming from the stands. Especially people also whistling, blowing a whole lot of whistles. It might even affect the player because the player might think you have whistled. How do you deal with that kind of noise and that kind of ambience in the stadium?
I don't know if
because it happened to Asamoah at the 2006 World Cup when we won a penalty against Czech Republic. You understand?
I don't know if you check some of the kickoff of African referees. When we go for courses, they teach you how to even start your game. So your first whistle, you send it to the players. Any whistle that comes, they know your whistle. Okay. This is the kind of personality I was talking about. It starts with the blowing of the whistle.
Must be unique.
It must be unique.
Okay.
When I'm here in the studio and I hear a whistle outside, I can tell you it's a referee officiating.
Okay.
Because of the sound, and you could feel some kind of courage in the whistle.
So that means if you give me your whistle, I can blow it though, but it's not going to sound as you
exactly.
blow it. Okay.
So the players know, and if you start with them voluntarily, they will adjust to it. You see whistles coming, but it will never interfere with the game. If you are on point with your whistle, you have that courage and you are producing that sound.
Okay. Have you ever been harassed before after a game?
Not really, yeah, not really.
Not really means they've tried.
But in our part here, they've adjusted. I don't know. Sometimes I feel it's a strategy. There's some of the spectators, a group of them, they want to check on your what I'm saying, personality and your courage. They want to see who you are. So sometimes they try to, hey referee, I want this, I want that. They try to push you around to see what you can do. And I've realized that it's a strategy in the league. So now you go for games and you're okay. And they will tell you, no, this person is now used to us. But as to whether harass, aggression on me, no, I've never had that in my career.
That's nice. And what happens after a match? You tune in the next day to radio station. That you might think you've had the best of your games, but supporters and people will be lambasting you. The referee, you know, the call said you the move at home be now your referee. When you hear comments like that, did you regret being a referee?
It's sad. It's sad.
Because even when you are passing, medical referee, it's sad.
But you know, the first thing you need to do is to close your mind and ears on those kind of, because no matter what you do in a game, when you have a good 100%, there will be these people who will still complain that your decisions are not well, and there are these people. Everybody will not be with you. So for me, when I finish my game, I don't try to listen to radio to know comments that people are making. But because you even know the kind of comments they will make, you will not get it 100%. You get people calling you, yeah, you did well, you did well. Even they will tell you, oh, you did well, but there was this. You can't be 100%. And this is what I have learned about refereeing. So I don't think those things weigh me down so much.
At first half, you walk to the dressing room. You know, the teams who have pep talks from their coaches. As a referee, the four of you, what do you talk among yourself?
We also do the same. We also do, you know, now the strategy for ours is we are a team. Me, the referee, my two assistants, and the fourth official. The fourth official is our coach.
Okay.
This is the new trend of refereeing now.
So he'll be observing from...
he will take down notes when you go, whatever you saw, whatever experience you were having, you say it. He also tell, okay, this was how it is, this strategy we started with, we need to change. We talk a lot. We talk a lot. Sometimes you talk and you forget the time, the recess time, and you need to rush to the field of play again.
Okay. So let me ask you, if I give you the opportunity to change one thing about refereeing, what would you?
In general,
in
or
general,
in
like
Ghana?
referee in general. Because you are now a referee, an international referee. So if they are given the opportunity to change one thing about refereeing,
the major thing that can be changed about refereeing is
that I'm talking like you wish this could be changed.
And it can be changed.
Okay. and what is that?
Well, the indemnity of referees.
Okay.
Even when you look at international level, UEFA Champions League, you see 22 players playing with the referee. The least paid person is the referee. Meanwhile, Kylian Mbappe will be taking 200,000.
But I do more of the runnings than you.
We do more runnings than those players. You know, the player who runs most in the world, it's Aubameyang. I don't know if
Aubameyang, yes.
He covers less than 12 kilometers. Recently, I did a game in Morocco. I did 11 kilometers. That was the tempo was a little bit low. So just imagine if a player who runs in the world is doing that kind of, and I'm doing more. Who runs more? He will be relaxing whilst I'll be with the defenders. You see?
Educate us more of the VAR, because it looks like this part of the world is not gotten here yet, but we would like to know more about the VAR.
Yeah, thank you. I had the opportunity to use the VAR at the Chan tournament, and it's a good feeling. It's, for me, if we can get it everywhere, to be a better thing, because the VAR is there to check clear and obvious error.
Is it not supposed to be only incidents in the 18-yard box?
No.
Or
the VAR is to check 4 things: goal, red card, straight red card, wrong identity, and off penalty kick. Okay, goal, wrong identity, red card, and penalty kick. These 4. So without these 4, VAR can never intervene with the game. You get it? But they are checking everything. And the referee, you should know there is VAR, but you should know there is not VAR.
okay.
Because you should forget about the VAR and do your game. So the VAR will intervene when there is a goal.
Okay.
So that if there is a goal, and maybe the ball had crossed the touch line already, now they view that no, this ball went out of play before the goal came.
Okay.
So now they will call the goal off, then restart play with throw in or whatever. You understand? If there is a penalty, they intervene. Maybe the referee takes a penalty. If it's sure, it's clear, they tell the referee, okay, you are okay to go. But if there is any doubt, they ask the referee to open an on-field review. So that's where you see the referee doing the box sign, then move to the touchline to check for himself. So VAR is not doing the game, but they intervene to check clear and obvious error.
So can a player request that the referee sees the VAR?
Nobody requests for VAR.
It's only the referee who has
It's the referee that has the mandate to check. You realize if the referee is checking at the review area and any player or an official comes there, it's being sanctioned. Now it's part of the cautionable offenses for player. If you try to interfere or come close to the review area, you will be cautioned. So the referee cannot. You see players protesting. No, obviously the referee is going to check already. Obviously they are checking already. They are checking everything, and the VAR room are being recorded, audio and visual. Okay, so anything they say is being recorded and it's being played to the entire world.
Okay.
So they won't do the game for the referee, and the referee should know they are there, but they are not there.
Alright, that's some level of education. Alright, so on Oliv Radio, this is Oliv Sports, and wonderful interaction there. I'm interacting with referee Daniel Lai, one of Ghana's best referees. Yes, I can boldly say, one of Ghana's best referees. Yes, recovery is number one. Yes, Bakupe numero uno. Yes.
Mr. Lai, so far so good for you, I think. You've really done well. You've educated us well on refereeing. But if you say you haven't had a very you don't have, when you were asked to mention a game you had, you could say it's your best. You couldn't mention, because I have listened to some referees, Mr. Lovi and the likes, and they are able to identify a particular match they think was the biggest in their career, but you haven't been able. You've officiated CAF Champions League, the Confederations Cup, even in this local league, there are games you people have categorized as A and B. Yes. So I really want to know. You said you are maybe a Accra-based referee, yes. So you can't officiate Hearts of Oak and then Kotoko. First and foremost, are you Hearts fan? I want to know that.
Are you a phobia?
No, actually, for me, I never knew this Premier League until I joined refereeing.
Okay.
It's a fact.
Wow.
I never, because I want to play, but Kotoko has and those. I didn't want my all what I do. School, you come and play football. You go. You see people doing phobia, but what actually I didn't know till I joined refereeing, and I saw that okay, this is a team based in Accra. Olympics is based in Accra, but I see people, and actually I don't watch football.
So I
don't watch. You see Manchester playing Real Madrid, I don't watch them because I don't even want to watch with people. Okay. If you can ask the guys in the area, they call me, hey, are you watching this? I'm like, I'm not watching. If I want to watch a particular match, I will be in the room alone and watch by because I have realized the way people, if they know you're a referee, the way they ask you some kind of questions and they chastise referee, and when you look at the difficulty and the way they talk, sometimes it's not easy. It's not easy. So I try to refrain from that. If you say basketball, I can tell you the fixtures for basketball. I can tell you players, but for football,
no try.
I don't have much.
Yes, I just remembered one thing. Referees complain. I'm a peko. I'm a hero no more. Ibako. When it happens like that, how do you feel?
It's very bad. It's very bad because in as much as possible you are doing the thing for fun or for your interest, you need to be paid. And you don't know where, or even if they think of refereeing, because some people will plan a game, they will forget when players are doing warm-up, then they remember, hey, where is the referee? We've not had any, because they don't think of refereeing, you see, and this is the major and integral part of the game.
So if you are to officiate a match in Germany, or in while maybe while Stars is playing somewhere. You have to finance.
Yeah, for the system here, we are paid maybe after half of the season.
Okay.
Maybe first round. After first round, maybe early stage in second round, they pay for the first round.
They pay full or they pay half?
They pay half. So when
the
for the good of the game, you see. So when the thing is that for me, when I'm being called that I have a match, it's nice because okay, you are traveling to maybe Kumasi or Boasi, but the thing is when you don't have transportation, how can you go? So those people who are okay are people who are working, they have their, so when they call them, okay, they pick a bus. Because I want to go travel with a luxurious bus, so you need to pay for the bus and go. So anytime, this is the system, so anytime I'm ready with some money in my account, so that anytime I move with it until it is being paid.
Okay. Danny, you said you wanted to ask us.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Danny, talking about Nyomo, you see, just recently, Mark Platinum, he left the EPL for Saudi Arabia to officiate some matches in their league. So you talking about Anyango Nyomo and your payments are not coming in full. Can you also leave Ghana to also officiate in another league?
It has not happened before. I've not seen maybe a lower league. Maybe I can leave here to the UK and start with a lower league. But are you sure they are going to pay you? But the thing is, maybe if I'm also there, I will not be a FIFA referee. Now you are in your system, you are comfortable in your zone, and you are a FIFA referee, so you take it as such. Now if I want to officiate high level matches somewhere, then I need to leave my badge as a Ghanaian FIFA referee, go there, go through their system, and if everything goes well, they can give you but it has not happened before. It has not happened before.
Thank you so very much. I didn't want to say something else. Last question.
Now,
Okay.
Michael Oliver, an English referee, was all over in the news for, I don't know whether it's for the wrong reasons or because I'm not a referee and I've never been a referee before.
You don't want to be a referee.
Last season Champions League semi-finals, Real Madrid versus Juventus at the Santiago Bernabeu. An incident happened between Mehdi Benatia of Morocco and Lucas Vasquez. Yeah, there was an incident, that's a tackle from behind. I don't know how Michael Oliver saw it, but he just awarded a penalty for Real Madrid at the dying embers of the game. So I don't know whether you watched that particular match, but have you had the visuals to watch or anything?
I think people complain of that thing. People keep calling me, so I checked that video. It was a particular player that was, that particular video, there was a contact, and the ball was in front of the attacker. I'm saying it in the layperson's view, okay? But then you have to check if the contact is enough to make the player fall, okay? And this is a Champions League thing, and like I tell you, now there's a contact, okay? You can pick a foul. Now the referee needs to check the spirit of the game. When you leave that foul, what is going to happen? When you let it go, it's game management. But then the law will back the referee as to the foul he took, because maybe it's soft, but there was a contact. There was no way the defender could have played the ball. You see, so you are being backed by the law. This is refereeing. This is how you analyze it and you get it.
All right, so I'm saying,
All right, so before you go, your final words to your fans out there. We are in a festive season, so your Christmas message to them.
I don't know if I have fans.
Oh, of course you do.
You're a referee. I know referee don't have friends.
Oh, you do. You might not know, but you do.
Well, anyone listening and maybe anyone who cares to know much about refereeing, I think refereeing is a good thing. You must have.
But the big things will play the year for you.
She told me It's a nice thing because you can traveling, being a top level referee, you travel around, you see new places, you're going to meet big terrain, you're going to meet bigger people, you're going to meet bad things. It takes courage to go through all those things. So especially the young and up and coming young ones, anyone who wants to be a referee, you can start. Anybody can be a referee. You may not know. You might be the one that takes Ghana to World Cup.
I wanted to be a referee. I want to. Something happened. So thank you so very much, referee Daniel Lai. Oh, God, for never calling a crab and measure something. Alright, so that is it. You heard it all for yourself from referee Daniel Lai. In fact, it's really educated us when it comes to the VAR and to anything you need to do about refereeing. Senator Sheka is up next with an Afropolitan mix. On one case of a board, I say holiday day. He want to start your 24th with good music. Yeah, wash a black idiot. This is a Missy. Mr. Dongo. The macho man, the macho man DJ. So thanks so much for being a part of the show. God willing, next week we are coming back on your airwaves with Oliv Sports. Thanks to Danny Twelver, thanks to Fuller, and thanks to Eben Bruce, MC Hammer, see you. And Discovery, thank you so very much for being a part of the show. My name has been Mr. Nee, hashtag the on point. I did this with Danny 12. Let me leave you with this few words of mine before I go. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for what you are not. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for what you are not. Merry Christmas. We'll do this again next week. My name has been Mr. Nee, hashtag the on point, and I'm out.
Accra is listening to music. Ghana is listening to music. Africa is listening to Oliv Radio, truly with the voice of the soul.